This is David Taub with GV Wire. The circus has come to town. Cirque du Soleil, that is. 4 big nights here at the Mart Center in Fresno. You'll see acrobats, contortionists, dancers, singers, everybody. And with us is one of the acrobats, one of the stars of the show, Jessica Ward. Jessica, I understand this is your first Cirque du Soleil show.
Yeah, this is my first production, so yeah, it's pretty wonderful to be experiencing this.
Now tell us, what do you do in the show and what's your background?
So my background is acrosport, so it's a division of gymnastics basically. I competed in that for a really long time and eventually made my way into circus. And in the show I do an aerial rope number, which is like a vertical rope that you climb and do acrobatic tricks on. And we fly these indoor kites that you might be able to see behind me somewhere. And we have these big flower fans that we manipulate. I do a sort of rock climbing simulation, and sometimes I do handstands on this like dinosaur bone structure.
Now, how much training do you have to do for the show to get ready?
I mean, we started back in June of last year, so it's sort of been a constant evolution from there until this point. We still have almost every day we have training scheduled, so yeah, it's kind of a constant thing that you don't sort of do it and then stop. It just keeps going.
So what's the scariest moment you've had to do on the show? I mean, obviously when you're up in the air doing your acrobatics, I mean, you're trained, but for me and most of the audience, like, oh my goodness. So what's the most daredevil stuff you do in the show?
I don't really get scared per se, but we probably the rope number that we do, we're up, I would say maybe 35, 40 feet when we're doing that, and you're holding on literally just with your grip. So it did take a bit of training. That's something that's relatively new for me. So we of course trained over mats when we first began, and we have coaches and physios and artistic directors and a lot of people that work with us to make sure that we're not scared, that we're prepared for what we're doing, and that we're absolutely safe.
Now, Fresno gets to see you for 4 nights, but you're on the road constantly. What is life like on the road to be a performer on a show like this that travels town to town every week?
It's very fast-paced. It's wonderful. Like I said, there's people that look after us in every aspect that you could imagine. But it has taken a little bit of getting used to just constantly being on the move, and only being in one place for 1 week at a time is an interesting transition.
So what did you know about Fresno? What do you know about Fresno coming in?
I actually do not know. I had to look at a map before I came here. Admittedly, that's terrible. But I flew in from Las Vegas yesterday, so it's nice to be in California. It's beautiful and sunny, and I'm excited to explore a little bit.
Now, we don't have any beach here, but I mean, anything you look forward to doing? What do you do when you're done practicing? Do you guys are you even have enough energy to have a night out?
Well, I hope that we will have this week, definitely. It's always difficult the first week back to tour after a break, that we come straight in and get straight to work, and we're working today all the way through Sunday, and then we literally jump on a bus and go off to our next city. So I'm hoping that we might find a good restaurant or bar or something nice to go and do.
Now, when you travel, you have 40 performers on the show, a crew of 100 plus. I imagine there's a lot of camaraderie built when you're traveling and training with the same people all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, all of us are really from all over the world, so it makes a big difference to have such a great team that we work with, and they absolutely become your friends and your family, and the people that you cry on their shoulders and you celebrate good times, and we're very, very lucky with this group.
So you've come a long way from Australia to the circus. Yes. You ever get a chance to go home?
Yeah, I will go home at Christmas time, so in 9 weeks' time. And I don't know, eventually I guess I'll make my way back there, but I'm having a wonderful time on tour, and I hope to work for Cirque for a really long time.